So I won't take a whole lot of time here, but I did want to talk just briefly about the explosiveness of social media particularly, and how it correlates with the mobile devices, and what can happen when when the strategy and all of those things come into alignment. Instagram, if you guys follow tech news at all, is a company that was just acquired by Facebook, and within, I think, about a year and a half, I think it was, a year and a half to 2 years, they went from 0 employees to 13 employees and 35 million users. And this graph here kind of shows you, the red line shows you how many millions of users they had. I'm sorry, the blue line shows you how many millions of users they had, and the red line shows you how many employees they had. So at the end of, in March of 2012, they had 9 employees and about 27 million people on their platform. So when they were purchased for $1 billion, billion with a B, that total price ended up being almost $80 million per employee, which is just unheard of. You can see some of the major acquisitions in the mobile marketplace there across the bottom, and it just dwarfs them all by comparison. And that speaks to the power. The reason that Facebook was willing to pay that much for that application was because, one, it had people's eyeballs, and it was on all of their cell phones. And they saw the power of that, and from a corporate mobile strategy, there's definitely a lesson to be learned there. One other application I wanted to highlight here is a new application called Draw Something. And this slide is about a month old here, but at that time the app was the #1 application in the iPhone marketplace in 79 countries. It was downloaded over 20 million times, and this number is dwarfed now because it's been 30 days since this happened, and that's moving so fast. I wouldn't be surprised if it's 50 million by now. Over $100,000 in revenue per day, 12 million new users per day signing up, so that gives you an idea of where that, how many times it's downloaded and where that would be at now. And it was launched in February. So if that gives you an idea of the explosiveness of the mobile marketplace and where it's all headed, and as we showed at the beginning of this segment of this presentation, the vast majority of the users on the internet still have dumb phones, so there's still a huge market share of capability and opportunity there that hasn't even been tapped yet, and yet these types of numbers are feasible. Very interesting, I think. So this just kind of puts it in perspective a little bit here. It took AOL 9 years to get to 1 million users. It took Facebook 9 months. It took Draw Something 9 days to get to that number. If that gives you, again, the idea of the explosiveness of the mobile community, and just how much opportunity is out there.